Fix This Build That Sunday Night Live show. I'm Brad.
I'm Susan.
And you may notice a new backdrop.
Aww.
Look at, so I'm
all
using
the cabinets.
I'm using the wide angle lens, and this, my friends, is the new backdrop. So stoked about it.
Yes.
If you've not seen the video, we just launched the video today on making all of these cabinets. It is 13 feet of modular cabinets. And this is the basis of the new miter station. So
I thought you were going to say it's 13 feet of goodness.
13 feet of goodness. I mean, that would be a good name, but
Pretty
no.
awesome.
And we have some fun things today, some new things going on. So
Yep.
I hope you guys are ready. Let me know, what do you guys think about the new angle? Instagram folks, please join us over on YouTube.
Yeah.
Fix This Build That Live is the YouTube channel, and you can see what the heck we're talking about. Because right now you can just see our faces. But what are we thinking, folks? Who we have out here? I say we got Rick.
The usual suspects
We
are
got
here.
Rory. We got Keith.
Yep.
I want to give a big apology to Keith. Keith, I left your name off of the new members scroll at the end for the Builders Club, folks. We'll talk about in a minute. But you're getting, I told him I'd make it up to him.
Yeah.
And for one, this is my apology. And for two, you're getting an extra free plan just because I missed your name. And he was the first one there. So Keith, extra free plan coming at you, my man. All right, we got Kevin, we got Rick, we got Beth, Big Willie, Andrew, what is up? Let's see here, Katie, what's up, Katie? We got Rory in the house, Travis, Brian, awesome, man. We got a lot of the regulars, the reg. T-Hub out here, excellent. Bill Builds in the house, cool. Mike Cardinal, how's it going? And Michael Lusk, what's up, Michael? Glad to see you on here, man. So yes, we just launched the video on these cabinets, and I tell you what, guys, you guys know I've been struggling on this for a while. This video took a bit to get out, but I couldn't be happier with the final result. I mean, obviously, once I get the miter saw in there, I will be much more happy.
I mean, step 2 was a big step.
It was a big step.
So,
but we have
it's exciting.
So much storage. There is, I actually, I was putting everything in there, and I was like, I don't know, I don't have enough to fill this up. But which is a good thing.
That's a first.
It is. I mean, I'm sure we'll find things to put in there. But yeah, I was like, I don't know that I have enough stuff to put in there, which I don't, which is good because again, it's always good to grow into storage. If you make just the amount of storage you need right now, that means you will run out in the near future.
Absolutely.
So that's what's going on. If you've not seen the video, go check it out. It's getting a really great response. And this is actually the thumbnail, basically. If I stand back there, throw my arms up, you're looking at the thumbnail right now. So, so that is out there today, right now. Go check it out if you haven't. So that's what we've been working on, obviously, the entire week. And before we jump into what are we working on this next week, I do want to give a shout out to the folks who have joined the Builders Club this week. And we had Dave Soderman, Tom Fox, Alexandrea Shirley, Pat Beichler, and Dirk Vanransbeeck. You had me work on that one.
Vanransbeeck, yeah.
And CIE 499.
It's like R2D2 hopped on at the end, you know. It's a cool code.
R2, who's a B and BB8.
BB8 who's joined the chat.
So thank you to all those folks who have joined the Builders Club. If you're not familiar with the Builders Club it's basically the inner circle of the Fix This Build Out audience where they get to see behind the scenes. They got to see me struggling. They got to see me unloading the cabinets and all that good stuff. I just realized I did not give them a early access to this video because I literally published it when I finished the thumbnail.
It was a little frantic this morning.
So even 3 weeks, even 2 weeks later than I wanted to publish it, it's still down to the wire.
Whatever.
That's just how it is.
It turned out good.
There's some kind of law. Somebody hit me in the comments. What's that law? It's like the time you have is the time it will take.
Murphy's Law?
No. Murphy's Law is like whatever will go wrong, whatever can go wrong will go wrong.
I think we do that one too, a lot.
Although there might be like a complimentary Murphy's Law. So anyway, that's what's going on. If you're interested in joining the Builders Club, we have some cool rewards, like getting shout outs in the lives. They can ask questions. They get their names at the end of the YouTube videos, free plans, and some other cool stuff. So you can check that out at fixthisbuildthat.com/Builders Club if you're interested in more info. So, all right. So that's what is up. So then this week, we are working back to the bathroom. We've been kind of bouncing, ping-ponging between the bathroom and this area.
The toilet?
The other day, my son said, "Dad, are you going to ever finish the bathroom?" And I was like,
This is like out of the mouth of a 10-year-old.
"Slow your roll, son. It's only been a month."
He's like, "How long will our toilet
Because we no longer have a bathroom downstairs.
No, yeah. So we all have to go upstairs, and everyone's kind of over it.
So
although that was a good call because we were all ready for the bathroom to get finished.
I left the toilet out on purpose until it's finished, so that I don't that I get the pressure. Let's see. Over on Instagram, we have Zoe. What's up, Zoe? Nashville Woodworking in the house. Love that. What's up, Nashville? Let's see here. Clint, what's up, man? Clint Makes. We got Morales Woods, Crazy House Woodcraft, Etchy Hands from the Philippines. How's it going? Let's see here. Char Falco, hola. Colorado, we have C. Garcia, maybe. Top Service Plumbing, what's up? Will I be fixing anything? Jacob Parsons, I will not be fixing anything.
He's always fixing things, though.
Yeah, I will not be fixing or building today, but I did that on the video. Today is more just a time to hang out. And how do you hang the wall cabinets on the wall? R&B DIY Diaries. Go check it out. It's all in the video. It's with screws through the backs into studs, so they're not on French cleats. Now, one thing I am super excited about today. You guys have seen this coming. I've been talking about it for a while.
Yep.
I would like to introduce a new segment to the show.
Very exciting.
And it is go back.
Okay,
see,
got it.
And that's what happens.
Can you hear us now?
They can hear
me
us.
now?
I didn't add an audio to the.
This is just what happens when you try new. Sure.
Let's try this.
Try it again.
Okay.
All right. Here we go.
Oh, we're on Beer of the Week. Okay.
And my phone's telling me it's time for bed.
And the phone is telling it for time for bed.
Lies.
All right, we're going back. We're going back. If you're not enjoying all this fun on Instagram, come join us on YouTube. Fix This Build That Live is the YouTube channel. So I know you guys can hear me now because I'm on the main cam. I'm going to switch back over. No, they still can't hear you, honey. No, they should be able to hear me.
Oh, now it says now you're good.
Yeah, now you're good.
Yeah.
All right, I'm switching over. So you guys tell us in the comments if you can hear it because we're delayed like at least 15 seconds. All right.
There we go, it says.
Beer of the Week. Do you hear the audio?
Can you hear us?
Let's hear it.
Yes, all good.
Do you see the caption and the audio? If you do, then I'm going to move ahead. If
Let
you
us
don't,
know, please.
Then we will not move ahead. You're back online. Rob Martin, what's up, dude? All right, well.
I guess that means good things, yes.
Yeah, well, here we go.
Yeah, and I'm going to cheers you because I'm still not drinking, but cheers.
Boom.
I might steal a sip.
The beer of the week is, it's Cala IPA from Yazoo Brewing, which is a local brewery in Nashville.
Nashville brewery.
So
it's
anyway.
a pretty can, too. I know that was your concern, right? It's really pretty.
Yes.
It's artsy.
So,
I want to try
yes. So we have, if you see this, it's the Cala IPA. And what we're going to do is I actually have a buddy. And so big shout out to Lippman Brothers. I have a buddy who works with them. And basically, they're going to be letting us try new beer every week and a brewery every month. So I've got the first month. I've already got the beer for it.
We're living the life.
I've already got the beer for it, and it's Yazoo Brewing, which is fantastic. It's a local Nashville brewery.
It is, yeah.
And so this week it is Cala IPA. So I don't know the full distribution of Yazoo. Obviously, Middle Tennessee, local areas. If you have Yazoo, this is the Cala IPA. It was a seasonal that they actually turned into a full-time beer.
Oh, this one is?
Yeah, so it's a hazy IPA with like a fruity blend. It's like tangerine and grapefruit.
It's very grapefruitery.
Mm-hmm. Grapefruitery. It's very grapefruitery.
No, it's good though.
You guys can use that one free of charge.
It's tasty. I'm gonna just have one more sip.
It's fantastic. I like it. It's very refreshing. It is 5% ABV.
It seems very summery. I like it.
It's got a 80 on the IBU.
What's that?
That is a bitterness unit. I don't know what the I is for, but maybe International Bitterness Unit. That's like how bitter it is.
Okay.
So Cala IPA. I like it.
And you like it.
It's very fresh, yeah.
Yeah. You've come a long way. You used to not like hoppy beers at all.
All right.
But
so
now you're back on
big
board.
thanks to Lippman Brothers and Yazoo Brewing.
All
Now
right.
we'll go back to our
That was fun.
beer of the week.
Yay.
All right. Now, I mean, we had a
hiccups,
small snag,
we
but
did
that's
it.
okay.
Whatever.
That's okay.
We're like the most unpolished, we're like a work in progress. People that watch every week, and it's just an evolution of our game. Hopefully.
So for all those folks on Instagram, I know our audio didn't go out there. Our audio went out on YouTube, which is the only thing bad about it, but it's back now, just because I didn't set it up right, because it was a new scene. There's this whole thing. I had to make a new scene. You got to go to YouTube
so you can see the banner.
Right. So come join us at Fix This, Build That Live on
audio.
YouTube. It's on the app. It's on your phone. You're already on your phone. Just go ahead and go over there.
Do it.
All right. Cool. So the and Benny Bates, and thank you so much. Thank you guys. Thank you. They're like, you're cool, man. You're good. Made by Blaine. Thank you, my man. So the anyway, the lumber racks. I was getting some questions on Instagram. The lumber racks are from Woodcraft. They are what are they? It's like a weird name. It's John Sterling is the brand. It's like a dude's name. I think they're John Sterling is the, if you go into Woodcraft and search John Sterling or just search lumber rack, then those will show up. But they're available at Woodcraft.
Good to know.
Cala IPA. I'm digging that. I'm like, Cala IPA. Anyway, but the beer for not even next year, I'm going to save it till the last week of November. There's a crazy beer that I'm a little nervous to try. I'm going to wait and try it live.
Okay.
I did have one of these before, so this was not my first tasting. Although the first tasting of this, I was like, oh, good Lord, because I wasn't expecting it to be that.
And you like a fruity beer,
I do. I like a grapefruit shandy.
I don't think I wasn't expecting it to be
but it's
that
really funny.
fruity,
After
but
the
it's
first,
really good.
After the first couple sips,
It tastes good.
You don't even get it. So
we like it.
It's all good. To have to try out Tavor. They have a good variety of beers, custom built products. Love that. Correct. International Bitterness Unit. Thank you, Benny Bateson. So I was right.
You were right.
I was right.
Look at you.
Awesome. What do we have going? I need the neon light.
What?
Kevin says we need the neon beer sign between the wall cabinets now.
Yeah. That takes me back to the old Pabst Blue Ribbon commercials. Remember with the.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Back in the 80s.
Yeah, and so 90s. Michael says he does not drink alcohol, and Michael, that is completely fine.
Yeah.
We're
I'm not drinking alcohol either.
That's right.
This is just flavored water.
We're not condoning or saying that drinking beer is cool.
But it's Sunday night, and
I enjoy responsibly having a beer and
in your garage.
In my garage without using power tools. And
yes. Yeah, you never drink and then do woodworking.
If you don't, no, never.
Never.
And if you don't like to drink, not a problem. You can just kind of sit back and let us talk about the beer of the week, and then get on to the good stuff.
Totally.
All right, cool. So everybody's like, you're back. Kevin Galmore, just the video. Yeah, so the video switcher I have.
It's a new toy.
This is the new toy. Is the Stream Deck. So this is big on streaming folks, and I can do kind of different things. I can actually put it on our screen. And I don't have audio on that, so I know. And it says, so look, I made a little button, and the button says beer.
Beer.
And when I push the beer, wouldn't that be great if a beer came out? So I push it, and it's like, So,
chocolate. That would be my button. I'll just be chocolate, and then it would just
So when I push the beer button, we get beer of the week. And what I'd like to do is get also the Builders Club folks in there. So we're going to kid that, and the names will come up or something.
Yeah.
So more things to come. I'm pretty excited about. Yeah, we're getting high tech out here. Let's see here. Everybody's talking about that. Black Abbey. Rory, I need to.
I've seen those.
Black Abbey, is that Yazoo?
Oh, I don't know. I think Yazoo? I thought that was its own label.
I don't know.
I can see the logo. I don't think I've ever had it though.
I don't know. But we do have some good beers. Mm-hmm. Justin Williams 258. Thank you for if you're coming over from Instagram, make sure you give us a shout out in the chat over on YouTube and let us know. We'd love to know who's coming over. Thank you so much. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. We got Scott. Scott showed up. What's up, my man?
All right.
The can looks like McDonald's Monopoly.
It does kind of.
That's funny. Let's see here. James Bailey. Just saw that I was live on Insta. What are some of my favorite exotic timbers? Have I tried any from New Zealand? James, great question, because I don't get a chance to work with a lot of exotics. the few that I have, and honestly, I don't even know where they're from. I'm assuming they're exotics. But ironwood is like the coolest wood for turning. As it sounds, it is an extremely dense wood, and it's great for turning because it's so dense. When you're turning, if you've ever done wood turning on a lathe, something that is more dense is easier to turn because it's just, there's more bite for it, and it just doesn't blow apart as easily. So you have to really kind of work at it a bit, but it takes a shape really nicely. There's not blowout, there's not the open pores. So ironwood is by far the coolest one I've used on the lathe. And as far as exotics, otherwise, I've not really used. What's the one that got really
orange that you used? Remember you
that
did
was
something. Did you turn it maybe? And
that was not heartwood. It was a red wood.
It got really orange.
Orange or red?
Orangey red, maybe?
Orangey red?
I don't know.
What was it?
It's been a while.
It was a not heartwood? Heartwood. Was it
maybe.
Heartwood?
I think possibly. That sounds
I don't
familiar.
know. You can go watch my 6 days to begin your wood turning, and it'll say exactly what it is.
We don't know.
I think it's heartwood. That's not heartwood. I like heartwood and sapwood. What am I thinking?
It was a really red or orange.
Somebody help me out here. What's a really red wood for turning? Not Paduke.
I really love the name Paduke for wood. It's just fun.
It's like I don't know.
What was it? I don't know. Rosewood. That sounds.
Rosewood.
I said it like I knew that was a wood. Rosewood, of course. But no,
yes.
It just sounds like it would be.
So those are the
red.
two that I've ordered. Yeah, the red, and it's now our pizza.
Oh, is that what it is?
Cutter. What do you call it? Just a pizza cutter?
Yeah,
That's what
pizza
it's called,
cutter.
Right? Our pizza wheel.
We have like the fanciest pizza cutter.
Yeah.
It's really nice. It works really good.
So that's the only way I've.
People are saying red heart.
Oh, no, it is. It is red heart.
So you were kind of right.
Rosewood and red heart are different, right? Let's say yes. Yeah, I think it is red heart. I was thinking, what was I saying? I kept saying heartwood. Yes,
heartwood.
Red heart.
Yes.
I have no idea what I'm talking about here, guys. That's why I don't work with exotics a lot. Austin Whitson says, drink this, brew that.
That's right.
And you can use alcohol before you sand. Yes, I don't consider sanding a power tool. Oh man, Marty said, I can see both shades of cabinet doors in this shot. Just saying.
Don't even go there, Marty.
Snap, Marty. If you don't get that joke,
you didn't watch the video.
Marty, come on over to YouTube.
You can get the
You'd
full.
fit in great there.
Like you'll see more. You can see my hands.
Yeah, but the cabinets, the ones over here on my left.
Yeah.
My stage right. No, or is that actually stage left? That's stage left. Because it's opposite of audience.
This is stage right. That's stage.
Right. No, this is stage left. Because it's as you're facing the audience, the left and the right.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I don't
Stage
remember.
left, we have the darker cabinets. Stage right, we have the lighter cabinets.
And if I kind of wish that we had a camera of some sort going when you brought in the wood to be used, and how just to capture.
No, we don't want that.
Your reaction. I mean, you weren't like rude or anything. You were just like so.
I was aggravated.
You were like, it's not the same color wood, and I'm always trying to be like, it's not that big of a deal. And then he held it up to the wood that cabinets he already had, and I was like, okay, yeah, it's like a lot different.
Yeah.
So
get
it all figured out.
But good question, James. Thank you for that. All right, let's see here.
Andrew wants to know roughly how many pocket holes were used in the station.
Oh my gosh, Andrew.
A lot.
Roughly how many? That's a great question. Roughly how many pocket holes? Well, each top cabinet has
specifically how many.
4. Yeah, so each cabinet, there's not a lot in the top cabinets because it's just it's attached to the tops and the bottom, so it's 8 per top and bottom, so that'd be 16 per cabinet. So that would be 16 times 5, which would be 80, and then about the same on the bottom. But then when you add in drawers, so I'm well over, let's say well over 300. That's
a lot.
So thankfully, I had I used my Foreman, the Craig Foreman, for most of those, and the Craig Foreman. By the way, there's some deals coming. Stay tuned on Instagram. I think I may talk about it on YouTube as well. But stay tuned because there's a sweet deal coming out into the month. I can't really talk about it yet, but on some Craig Kala on some Craig tools. There's going to be some stuff coming up that you might be interested in. So stay tuned.
Want to take a look
tuned for that.
This has been so funny so far.
Tried to touch the screen.
I know, because I got my question all lined up here.
Got it. Sorry.
Now that you have that incredible workspace, what are you going to do with the notorious miter stand? I just like that the innocent little miter stand over here is now notorious.
Yeah, the notorious MMS, mobile miter stand.
What are we gonna do with it?
It is leaving. It will be leaving the shop.
We're gonna have a little moment of silence when it exits the shop.
It's been
Roses
wonderful.
maybe thrown at it, and it rolls out. Rosewood shavings. No, because if you never had it all, shavings would never be thrown in the shop.
No, it will be leaving the shop because so I got that question and I didn't address it. I'm going to address it on the next video more than likely, unless I forget. But I have gotten a few questions and people will be like, dude, I just bought the mobile miter station.
It does not mean the mobile miter station isn't wonderful.
Why are you building that? And so here's the deal. So you realize why I did this versus that. The mobile miter station is awesome. I love it. I've used it for
years.
5 years now. I think I built it in 2015. May have built it in 2016, but I think it was 2015. And this is actually the second version because I didn't do a YouTube video on the first one.
It's the third version.
No, second.
You have one in Ohio.
No, you're thinking flip top.
Oh, I am.
Yeah.
Sorry, I said that with such conviction.
She did.
I was like,
so
no.
It is awesome, but the main reason to have that is if you are really limited on space and you need to move things to the side of the walls, need to get things out of the way. And I did need to do that a lot. Like when I just had too much stuff going on and I wasn't optimized. And so I needed that. I mean, up until like we're literally sitting where the mobile miter stand usually is. And it's kind of sitting over there. And so when I started building out these cabinets and I decided I needed more storage. And so I had these guys, like on YouTube, you can see it. I had these 4 cabinets, 2 uppers, 2 lowers. And what I decided is I wanted to add all of these. And so as I did that, what I was going to do is literally just mirror and do another set of these just for more storage. And then I was sitting there and I said, Self, why are you doing that? Because I thought, if you're going to do that, why would you not make it into a miter station?
Right.
Because I'm going to have the cabinets there, and I was literally building them for the storage. The intent was not to do a miter station, but I thought, the top is always just a mess because I put stuff on it. So why don't I just utilize that in a better way? Split the cabinets apart, put the miter stand there, and then get double duty out of the cabinets. And so basically it's saving me space to actually have the miter station because I wanted the storage. So that's why. To me, it's really a question of do you have the space? Do you have the wall space for a miter station? Or do you want to have something that's mobile and you need to move out of the way? So that's great for both options. And so I would say it's completely dependent upon your situation in your shop. If you've got the room to do it, go with the station. If you don't, you need something more mobile, the mobile miter station is awesome. And there's a few other cool things about the mobile. Is like I could take that outside and make all the dust outside. The stop blocks and everything are awesome there. I will be doing obviously stop blocks and everything on this one as well. But that was the big reason. So great question because I did get that. Hold on, I missed a question about the cabinets up top. That's the one I was trying to read.
Sorry.
Let's see. I think it was, where did it go?
I don't know.
Somebody asked about how are the cabinets attached.
Oh yeah, they asked it again down here.
Okay. So how are the cabinets attached to the wall? I didn't really go over it in detail in the video. I showed it, but I went into it in a lot of detail in the building of these upper cabinets, and I do have a video on that. And they have a 1/2 inch back, a full 1/2 inch back, so you can put screws through anywhere in the back. It doesn't have like a ledger board or anything like that. And I go straight into the studs. So it's boom, just straight up there, and then I measure where the studs are, pre-mark it on the back of the cabinet, drill a pilot hole in the back of the cabinet, and then go with a 2.5 inch number 10 cabinet screw into the studs. So that's how they're mounted.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's how it happened.
All right, let's see here. Who do we have over here on Instagram? Haven't watched the cabinet video yet, but looking forward to it. J.M. Hunsicker, thank you. Been meaning to grab the plans and should finally make them. I fully support that.
Agree.
We do have plans.
We
so
concur.
if you want plans for this entire setup, I don't have the plan for the 15-inch top or the 4-drawer base yet, but those will be coming as like an add-on that you could do. You can do that at fixthisbuildthat.com/garage cabinets. Will you type that in there for me?
Yes.
That would be awesome. The official mist. How much is the hidden cabinet nightstand? Not for sale, unfortunately, my man. I am not selling that. Let's see here. K-pop girl.
What? What's it?
Garage cabinets.
Thank you.
I'm building a laundry zone. I was wondering if I was to install a countertop, how far from the top of the washer and dryer should it be? As close as possible. And obviously if it's I'm assuming you have forward opening, but as long as you have forward opening, front loading washer and dryer, I guess the technical name, you can put it literally right on top of it. And so I would get as close as possible. Mm-hmm. And if you have a top loading, then that would be an issue. All right, cool.
Question over here. Without giving too much away on your next miter station video, what have you decided on for your desk collection for your miter saw?
Razor. You give me too much credit. You're making it sound like I've actually decided.
We have not decided.
No, I have a couple ideas.
Discussions have been made.
I bet. I have a couple ideas.
No, you had a discussion.
Oh, yeah. I have a couple ideas. All right, and the ideas I'm toying with right now are coming across because my big thing is my dust collector's on the other side of the shop.
Yes.
So I don't obviously want to run a pipe along the floor, so it has to go up. So now that I'm up, do I come over and come down in between the cabinets from the top? And so that's kind of why I left that open space there in the wood racks. Or do I come down, and I don't think you can see it quite. You can almost kind of see it. The very end of the cabinet on the right, there's a bump out. And so my other idea is to come down and then slide around that and then go behind like small part storage. So I'm gonna have some type of small part storage or something like that and basically have a chase right on the back and then go down into the cabinet. So I haven't decided just yet. I just actually thought about this.
What?
A third option could potentially, because I had to shim those up so much, I could actually potentially come under the toe kick. Yeah, is right.
Thoughts?
So I don't know yet.
To be determined.
But those are, I guess, the three options. I thought I had two until we just had this conversation.
In the middle or below?
That's right.
That is.
But quite frankly, I will probably start off with just the shop vac.
Right.
Because it's easier. And I don't want to make the video not so tough.
To get the video done.
Yeah, I'll just be mounting the station, doing the stops and the hood.
The hood.
Yeah.
Indeed. Yawn.
Yeah, yawn.
I mean, not yawn.
All right.
Just yawning.
By the way, Instagram folks, we're live over on by the way, it's 9:30, so we're signing off.
Yeah.
We're gonna sign off over there on
Come join us over here.
On the Instagrams. This is a new thing we will be doing.
On the
Hey guys, we are signing off. So if you would like to continue the conversation, if you have other questions, if I haven't answered the question, come join us over on YouTube. Fix This Build That Live. You can do it straight from the mobile. It's my second channel, Fix This Build That Live. I hope we see you over there. And if we don't, then we'll see you next Sunday. All right.
Keith said, or you could go through the wall to the outside, but that is actually our dining room.
Yeah, that's our dining room.
That would not be a great look.
That would be no bueno.
I think that might not be the nicest feature.
Yeah. So I keep pulling on I didn't put a belt on, and so my pants are like falling down. So yes, those are my ideas.
Yeah. How much HP and CFM do you have, Brad?
3 horsepower and cubic feet per minute.
Okay.
So the Cyclone that I have is the Jet 3 horsepower, and it is a 220, 3 horsepower, obviously. Can't run 3 horsepower on 110, 120, 130, 150, whatever it is now. And it has, I have no idea how much CFM. Quite honestly, I don't know. And they always measure it differently, but I would say it's in the 12 to 1500, probably closer to 1500 range. But honestly, I have no idea. I just don't, that wasn't something I looked at that in depth. I did at the time. And I remember I compared it and it stacked up nicely. And I also had the 2 and then I upgraded to the 3 because why not? Because I thought I would need the extra space, and the 3 has it has an extra port on the splitter on the front. So I was like, okay, cool. And it has an extra large bin. So I went with that one as an upgrade, which has been awesome. So yeah, thank you, Michael. That's what's going on there. What is it? I thought it might be the lighting, but what are they discussing?
I need to get back up there. I missed it.
The drawers on the bottom right, are they a different color from the cabinets? Beth.
Yes.
So yes, eye. Beth. Eagle eye.
Thanks for spotting it.
Eagle eye. That they are. I was hoping over there they wouldn't notice.
Hoping no one would notice.
I also think that they.
I mean, so
I think that it's actually. I think it's 2 things. One. No, I couldn't do that. Yeah, I could. I think it might be one of those things with like the reflection of the grain. So if you ever have a piece of wood, look at it, and then flip it 180 degrees, especially if you have a book match board or boards that came off the same piece, so that they have the same grain. Would that work? Yeah, that would work. Because if the grain's running this way, on an angle, and you flip it, then the ends are going to be pointing out this way and out that way as you look at the board. So basically, a board will reflect light differently when looked at from one direction versus the other. And so that might also have something to do with that. And those all should be the same size drawers because it is a 4-drawer. I may try flipping them all 180 degrees and see if it actually looks better, but I don't know if I will.
Laughing at comments. Taylor said, it's like the woodworker's New York Times bestseller novel, 50 Shades of Birch.
It is. That's 50 Shades of Baltic Birch.
Yep. And then Katie said, in all caps, we all noticed, Brad. They said you need better lighting over here and make the other side lighter.
Now, I got to burn it down.
This is the group that's going to tell you.
Now I've got to burn it down. No, I quite honestly, I told Susan, it is fine. I'm not going to let these hate. No, they're just messing with me. They just know.
He'll be like up at night thinking about this.
No, I really won't. No. But only when I see comments on the YouTube is when I will. But
they're all going to go to YouTube and comment.
I'm really digging this new. By the way, I'm really digging. Like, what do you guys think about this camera angle? And I'm really digging this.
Who said, "Hey, we should move it over"?
I don't know.
So we could encounter.
No, I really am. This is like super sweet, man.
I know why you like it. I know exactly why you like it because it feels very symmetrical.
It's not quite symmetrical, but
it feels more symmetrical.
It does. It's just more encompassing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Encompassingly symmetrical.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you won't believe. You probably will.
This is like
but you won't believe.
You won't believe what?
The thought process that went into where to hang the different cabinets and how to make them all match. Susan was like getting exasperated. She was like, "They're just do it."
I needed
the amount of time.
I needed moments.
The amount of time that I spent deciding where to put because here's the right. You guys get me. This middle cabinet.
I get you.
This middle cabinet.
It was a
I know you get me too. This middle cabinet is obviously a 15-inch cabinet, so it only has one door, and your pull has to be on the left or the right.
Oh, that one! I thought we were talking about the color. Yes.
And
it was ridiculous. I mean, the level of overthinking that was going on.
You wouldn't think that there's that many options, but in actuality, there are.
There really weren't. I mean, there are, but they weren't good ones.
For those playing at home, how many options are there for hanging a 15-inch cabinet with two 30-inch cabinets? Let's see what they think.
Do you want to tell them what I thought your suggestion was at the end that you were going to go with? Do you remember when I said, so Brad was saying, originally this 15-incher, the 15-incher was going to go on the end. Yes. It was going to be like the 230, a 30, and the 15-incher on the end. And Brad, so we had thought that originally. That's kind of where our heads were at. And he was like, I don't know, should I have the door open like this or should I have the door open like that? Like thinking through all the many pros and cons. And I'm like, it doesn't matter, but like, okay, I like this because then it won't be in the way. Like you could be at the miter saw station and reach stuff. Back and forth. And then he said something to the effect of, what he was saying is, I'm going to move it to the middle. I thought my husband was saying, like, okay, pretend like this is the door, right? Either the opener thingy, the handle here or here on either one, normal spots. I thought he was saying, let's put it right in the middle of the door. And I was like, what? And we were so far down the rabbit hole at this point, and he was like so frustrated, and I was like, how do I break it to him that that's a horrible idea? You cannot put the pole in the middle of the door. And
I still think I think I should do it right here, because this is what was bothering me.
Oh my gosh. And then I was so relieved when he was like, no, I just want to put it in the middle. I'm like, okay.
So the original idea was to have this guy here, which would put the handle here. And then, like, I really like how symmetrical, you guys, again, know that I like symmetrical stuff.
He does a lot.
And so
we all do. Answer? Everyone seems to like symmetrical stuff.
This is marriage, they say.
Yes. This is marriage.
Nobody even answered how many options there were, but whatever.
No.
So, so anyway, this was going to be there, and I was like, and so, but then what I realized, you guys can see, man, this camera angle is so fantastic. What I realized is the reason I put it in the center was to match this guy down here, because now these two match and these two match. So that's the method behind the madness, is that's why this one is in the center, is just so I could have matching here and here, and the same thing over here and over there. Now you know.
Andrew says it looks like you're missing a cabinet on the right.
I need help. I mean, I do need help. So, that's the other thing too, is that for the next one, talking about dust collection, I have not yet decided.
Make too many doors. Andrew, be quiet.
What to do up top. So there's the hood, and I'm not even sure. Yeah. I forget how high. I think the hood's going to come. The hood's going to come about here-ish, somewhere in this ballpark, just because of the saw. One other thing, and then the cabinet's going to be there. So one thing to consider, and I honestly didn't consider this until I had put the cabinets in. I really like the height of the mobile miter station, my mobile miter stand.
Yeah.
I really like the height of the mobile miter stand, and I've been doing that for, like I said, 5 years, and so it's probably like up here, and I think it's at, maybe lower down. It's at maybe 38 inches off the ground, something. It's nice and high. And so it's kind of at that, like, for me, if I put my shoulders down, it's almost like a standing desk, right? I have it all right there. When it's going to be over here, it's going to be much lower. And that's something, like, when I first put the board down, I was like, ooh, I don't like that at all. Like, how was that again? Ooh, I don't like that at all. That's the title. Ooh, I don't like that at all. And so that's going to be, and I went and looked at everybody else's, and everybody has it. And so I'm like, and I talked to Johnny. I was like, Johnny, what? I thought you do your miter. He's like, John, dude, it's just like it's 35 inches. And I was like, doesn't that seem too low? And he's like, no, dude, it's fine.
Nobody else thinks about these things quite as much, I don't think.
I did think about,
but
like,
it's good that you have that you know how
fence,
high
though,
you like
that could, guys, I went.
He's good ideas. No,
I really wish I didn't have
listen.
So
Who
many
is this?
ideas.
Lipinski 24 said, for the 15-inch cabinet, you could have put the handle in the middle and made it a pull-out drawer with access from both sides. Like one of those spice cabinet things next to an oven. Don't you kind of wish you had done that?
New project.
I know.
I could still do that. That's a great idea.
Shoot, that's a really good idea.
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
I like that.
We should have just gone on the live and told people the problem and had them solve it for us.
We should have.
No, but I do like the way it is. But that is intriguing. That's cool.
Dang, look at, in my mind, I was just like,
I know. I was like, I laughed when I read it. I was like, crap, this is going to get him like.
Do it on both sides
and
then be able to access the entire thing.
That's what he said. You could access from both sides. It would look just like the others. Other people were saying you could have finger poles underneath.
Is it Richard?
I think so.
I can't remember. Lipinski.
I don't know. Genius.
Yeah. That's a fantastic idea.
It is a really good idea.
And man, that would have.
But it's a beer fridge instead of spices.
That would have crushed.
No beers in the shop. This is the only time we were drinking in the shop. What? No.
That would have crushed. I could do a video just on that. That video would crush.
Be on the lookout. We'll put a bolo out on it.
I know.
That is a really fun idea, though. You could have like glue in there and like the spices of the shop. You know, what are the spices of the shop? Be like glue and finishes and I don't know. Things like that. Yeah. See, that's a good idea.
Fourth option, no handle, just pull the door from the bottom. It could have been. I know. We have so many options. Many options. Matt Powell, welcome to the party. A little late. Another hidden switch for the middle. Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
Keith,
people were talking about that too. Hidden
cabinet, hidden crouching cabinet, hidden finishes.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Rick said that was like an earnest. Ew. When you said our kids spend the night periodically at our in-law, Brad's parents' house, and they have the Ernest movies, like Ernest Goes to Camp, Ernest Saves Christmas, which we watched when we were kids, and that was like the coolest thing. And they're so funny. They keep coming home and they'll be like, have you ever heard of Ernest? like we've never heard of this, you know?
Kids.
We're like, they love those movies. Yeah.
My favorites. He's like, air brakes.
What did he say, air brakes?
Yeah, when he's like coming down, it's like Ernest Saves Christmas or something.
Oh.
He's coming down the sled and he's like, and he stops, and then he's like,
I don't remember. I just remember loving them, but I don't remember anything about them.
That's good wholesome comedy back in the 90s.
Back in the 90s, yeah.
So, absolutely. This has been enlightening, folks.
Brad's wheels are still spinning.
I know.
Yeah.
Adrian, what's up, dude? What type of brand model am I using for my lapel mic setup? Ooh, yeah.
Lapel mic.
Lapel mic. These are...
They're pretty good.
I mean, I really don't like how they look.
I mean, no.
I wish we had something a little more
on appearance.
What we could do, actually, so if we had this set up, we could do like a boom mic.
We would be so fancy. It'd be like we were on the set. If we had a boom mic.
We could do a boom mic, but it would be a little different because she's sitting and I'm standing. But if we had a boom mic just out of frame, which now, it's right at my head. So the top of my hat's actually
people were saying your head's cut off.
Yeah, it is an American flag hat, by the way.
Yeah, we're very
patriotic. I know. I can do a little tilt on that and get it up a little higher, obviously, but because they don't need to see the back of the computer. So if we had that, that would be cool. But the reason we got these, and these are the Movo LV8-C. So these are cardioid microphones, which I bought. I bought like 4 different mics. So I bought 2 different brands. I bought the Movo and what other brand was it? I can't recall. It was the other kind of like budget one. And this one actually was not, I went up in a tier. So I bought the other one, which I forget the brand name of it, but I bought a cardioid in the Movo and that other brand, which again, I forget. And then I bought a, what's the other one? Omnidirectional in both of those same brands as well. Each mic was about, let's call it $50, $50. Although I think this one might have been a little bit more expensive. But the cardioid is supposed to, it only receives input, or the main input that it receives is like a cone kind of coming straight up.
Yes.
Whereas the omnidirectional gets sound from all around. So we were bleeding into each other.
He was bleeding into me. You're a lot louder than I am.
But you're also talking direct, like your mouth is.
Yes.
But we had originally, and we may still do it, we were originally thinking about doing podcast and like turning it into a podcast. And so we wanted the audio to be good and to have separate tracks, which I'm realizing we really don't need anyway. But it's easier.
It sounds better though.
It's easier to level each person on their own.
I can level your hand out of my face.
But that's what we got. But it's the Movo LV8-C are the ones we got.
Most important question of the night from Taylor.
Except for the size.
How much of your kids' Halloween candy have you eaten?
Oh my gosh, Taylor.
Dude, last week after the talk.
I'm just going to give a big shout out to Susan.
I will stop to let you praise me. Go ahead.
She has been like, look, I want to start eating healthier, and so she's been doing it. She's been making. Oh, she made this. What did you make?
I made Cajun chicken air fryer, although I didn't use the air fryer. I just made a Cajun chicken.
Shrimp.
No, I'm sorry, Cajun. I was thinking shrimp, saying chicken. Cajun shrimp.
And like andouille sausage.
Yeah, it was like a chicken version of that, so it was healthier. It was
with
really
veggies good. And like, oh man, it was so good.
The Cajun
we had it last
seasoning.
night with some rice, and it was fantastic.
The kids were like, this is so gross.
But it was awesome. And so she has been like Fort Knox on she's walking by this candy and just like, no. Like shut down, lock down, not eating it.
Get away from me, devil.
Like, every time I pass, I'm like, ah.
Well, I keep telling myself, I told you, I keep telling myself, just because the candy is sitting right in front of me does not mean I need to eat it. I'm a grown adult. Now, when you're a kid and you have like our kids are candy rich right now. They're like, they're so cute because they're like, Mom, would you like a piece of candy? Like they feel so rich with their noble. Candy, right?
Candy rich.
They do.
Here. We told y'all that story. They are candy rich.
They are, yeah.
Huge bags.
But for me, I'm like, I want a Reese cup, sure, but do I want to eat it right now? I don't really need it right now. I can go to the store and buy myself a Reese cup whenever I need to or want to.
That's true.
I don't need to eat it because it's in the kitchen. So
on the other hand, over the method of
you haven't been
I
that
see
bad,
it,
though.
I eat it.
It's not
Seafood.
that much. Seafood. Maybe it is.
I eat what I see.
Well, whatever. I mean, you're not like attempting to.
But
you're eating healthier by default.
But the one, if you will call it control, the one way I have been controlling it is I always take the mini size.
That is good.
Not the fun size.
No, like the little itty bitty square. It's like you're practically not even eating anything.
Yeah.
No, last week after our whole conversation.
If I was hitting the fun size, I'd have been.
Please.
I'd have had.
That is not even true. Don't act like you would have been like,
whatever.
Oh, huge belly. No. Anyway, last week after our chat about mounds, if you recall, I, who have been resisting the candy and like trying to do really, really good, I went in there and you better believe I dug through a candy bag and I found myself a mounds because there weren't that many left. And I ate it. Almond Joy. I knew that, but I was saying mounds. Almond Joy, thank you.
Mounds are dead to us.
But no,
they're
all
dead
gone now.
No, they don't make them anymore. For all we know. Well, they don't put them in the bag.
Anyway, I had an Almond Joy and it was delightful. It feels like you're at the beach. It's like the coconut and the chocolate.
Wait, what?
It's delightful.
Rick is saying
I know. Rick has never heard of the Ernest movies.
Rick,
but
I've lost some respect for you.
No, I mean like.
No,
it probably.
You might not have I feel like Rick is a Gen Xer. I feel like all Gen Xers should know who Ernest is.
I don't know. Maybe he had better.
Because you were in Ohio, I was here. It's not like a Southern thing.
Maybe he had more like standards than we did, and he was like, "That guy looks." I mean,
silly. It is like country redneck.
That's like for me. That's like it's on the same level as like Goonies. Like, well, maybe not. Goonies was more of like everybody knew Goonies.
Yes.
That's a movie I would like to watch with the kids, but then I remember some of the stuff that was in it, and like, not yet.
Yeah.
Pass.
Mike Cardinal.
Anytime soon.
That nailer is awesome, and he got the same Milwaukee Gen 2.
Yeah, I saw that.
That thing is a beast. It is expensive, and it is a beast. Yes. All the extra trick-or-treat candy. Yeah, so, look, everybody's liking the Movo stuff. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, how do we
Vern,
have...
yeah.
Hey, yeah, Vern and Ernest.
Oh, my gosh. Hey, Brian, our oldest, he said that he bought a whole bunch of Halloween candy 50% off at the store. Our son was, what did he say, right before Halloween? He was like, I didn't buy candy until the day of Halloween either, because if it's in our house, sitting there in a huge bowl, looking at us, like waving every time we walk by, is a bad idea. My kids were like, our kids were like, when are you going to buy candy for like weeks ahead of time? And our oldest was like very concerned. He's like, Mom,
they're gonna be sold out of candy.
They're gonna jack up the price.
Oh yeah,
that's what he told us right before Halloween. They're gonna like price gouge you and jack up the price. I'm like, kid, you do not know. I'm like, no, just wait till the day after.
It's the other way.
Yeah, like they're trying to like give it away at that point.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to give away their candy.
You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yes. What else? So Katie, I said Katie was talking about that she met Kristen from Selective Design. That's awesome.
How cool.
Yeah. So I guess because she's down at April's place, so I guess she may have been over in that area. That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, I feel like we should have. We're all talking Goonies now. I feel like.
Rick knows about him. I said I was the one who brought him up. I was asking how much of the audience didn't know.
Oh, okay. All
right, Rick. Well, then
I was like, I misread
retract that earlier statement when he was like, "Oh my gosh, yeah."
I was like, any Gen Xer that doesn't know about Ernest.
I mean, I do think it was pretty prevalent. Kevin, Three Musketeers are one of my top 3
chocolate covered air.
Chocolate candy
I'm kind of
bars.
with Kevin.
I know you are.
I'm kind of with Kevin.
Okay, I'm going to make a statement. I think Snickers are overrated.
Hold on, whoa. Let's talk about Three Musketeers for a minute.
I love them. They're Kit Kat,
what is
Twix,
it? Hold on,
Three Musketeers.
So we know we had this conversation last week. The main ingredients,
delicious
across the board: chocolate, caramel, nougat.
Okay, we're just talking general.
Just general.
Okay.
Chocolate, caramel, nougat.
Right. Cookie. Sometimes there's like a cookie.
Cracker,
like peanuts.
And peanuts are a big one.
Right. Almonds for the almond joy.
What is in Three Musketeers?
I don't care. It's delightful.
What other candy bar has that? I don't think any other candy bar has that.
It's because they're distinctive.
It's like a fluffed up.
It's fluffy.
It's just like a air permeated.
I just like them.
It's like chocolate marshmallow, but not good.
You like marshmallows?
I love marshmallow.
Yeah. You don't like Three Musketeers?
No, no, I don't. Wow. I mean, there's a list of candy bars that I would eat before Three Musketeers that is long and distinguished.
People are going nuts over here.
Now
listen.
I could name off the top of my head 10 candy bars I would eat before Three Musketeers.
Okay, well, our conversation the other night was about bar form. Like, this is like a bar form
10
candy.
10 bar form candy bars.
I'm just saying.
Look,
because
Payday.
See, I don't.
I'm gonna Payday, Butterfingers, Snickers, Baby Ruth.
Snickers?
Oh, but well before that.
Baby Ruth. I know you like the peanut.
100 grand.
Yeah, I do like 100 grand. Yeah.
We won't say Mounds Bar. Maybe I can't. Did I say
Twix?
Milky Way?
Would
No,
you do a Twix?
Milky Way, Twix, 100%. I would do a Twix.
Yeah.
Basically everything that's in there that is not a Three Musketeers is what I would eat. So I only got to 8.
Three Musketeers equals rice cake. I just like them. Now listen.
Marshmallow.
If I'm not talking about like a bar form, my top one is a Reese cap. Like I like a Reese cap.
I will. Somebody I just saw it come across the screen. Kit Kat. I would put Three Musketeers ahead of Kit Kat.
He does not like Kit Kats. We have opposite tastes.
White chocolate Kit Kat.
I told you I saw an
but that's
apple
the best.
pie Kit Kat.
Can we just agree though? That is like the best thing in a marriage, because then like I eat the one stuff.
Oh no, I
you
agree.
eat the other
I
stuff.
totally agree. I would eat a Three Musketeer. I love Twix. I love Kit Kats. Every time I have a Snickers, and which is not frequently, but whenever I have a Snickers, I'm like, ooh, yes, this is going to be amazing because it's a Snickers, right? All those commercials like Snickers satisfies.
What about Crunch?
And I'm always like, kind of wish I
Crunch?
hadn't like wasted it.
Is it called Crunch?
Nestle Crunch?
Nestle Crunch?
I like Nestle Crunch. I never think about that one.
Horrible.
I mean, like, I wouldn't go out of my way for
It's
it.
a Hershey bar with Rice Krispies in it, right? I mean, that's Nestle
It's
Crunch.
crunchy.
Horrible.
It's like, it would not be
I would
my
put that one
go-to,
below-
but I don't think it's disgusting.
I'll put that one below Three Musketeers.
I like Three Musketeers. I just do.
I really feel like we need to go out
And eat candy.
and get a whatchamacallit and a Zero bar.
Oh, I bought
talked
a
about those last
whatchamacallit. Remember for you, like months ago.
Ooh,
I
you
went
did.
and found you whatchamacallit.
That was the first time I had.
I know, because I was telling him, like, when I was a kid, like, a
Listen, can we-
whatchamacallit was like,
I think
like, it was so
next
cool.
week, can we have a taste test? I
Yes.
think we should dissect. I think maybe, you know what?
But can I just tell them?
Can we make a
like,
video on that?
I
That'd be
went,
fun.
yeah, I
Let's
went
build that live.
out.
I'll do the video.
And I like searched Kroger looking for a whatchamacallit. I was in the candy aisle because I was like, Brad's never had a whatchamacallit. This is just not good. Couldn't find it. And then I was at the checkout and they had like the king size ones there, and I was like, done. They're like, it was not as good as I remember. I remember them having a little bit more caramel in it than there
don't
was.
even remember what it tasted like.
It's very sweet, but it's good. It's like caramel and the crispy and a little bit of peanut, something that's kind of not very, it's like dry peanut stuff in there. It was good though.
It was okay.
Yeah.
It was okay. Forgettable. That's why they call it a whatchamacallit.
Forgettable.
I mean, when your name is a whatchamacallit. It's like, I don't know, I had that candy bar, like, I don't know. It's like
So what's your top?
thingamabobber whatchamacallit.
See, also, I will say, Butterfinger, I would never in a million years ever buy a Butterfinger.
My top,
Just
I'm
eat it.
going to go out
It
there.
gets stuck in your teeth.
Listen, I agree. Okay,
Like,
Payday.
in a blizzard?
Payday.
Yes.
Payday.
Single? No.
Listen, Payday and Butterfinger both have their issues.
I do like Payday.
With
but,
eatability.
With eatability? What's
With
the
eatability.
eatability of Payday?
Because
Is
it's the
Payday
caramel.
the one
It's
that
like
has
super
the
sticky.
chocolate?
No, it's caramel.
It's caramel with the peanuts, but it doesn't have the layer of chocolate.
So it's like super sticky
on
your teeth.
Yeah. It's been so long since I've had one.
Baby Ruth.
Baby Ruth.
That's
From
my number
Goonies.
one. Yes.
Yeah.
Baby Ruth.
It's all coming around full circle.
That's what I'm going with.
I do like a Baby Ruth.
Can we get a candy? Hold on. Candy of the week.
Candy of the week. Do you have this on there?
No, I hit beer.
You hit beer. I was like, is it on there?
We should.
How did you know? Oh gosh.
We should have a candy bar. We have a beer of the week. We should have a candy bar of the week.
We should. Butterfingers are nasty. Thank you. Thank you. People do not like Butterfingers. Although, the people that don't like them, have you had them in a blizzard? Or like a Sonic Blast? They are really good in there.
Great looking set of cabinets. Thank you, Scott.
Thanks, Scott.
Yeah.
They do look
It's pretty decent edit, too.
Pretty decent.
Especially the SketchUps.
Yep. Y'all need to get the kids a Kit Kat house to build for Christmas. Ooh, we could get milk chocolate and white chocolate ones.
Well, it's got to be white. Yeah, the roof would be white chocolate because of the snow.
But I'm just saying, like, if we're not talking about bar form, my top pick would be Rolos. I could eat a pound of Rolos.
Rolos are...
And, I mean, it's like the caramel and chocolate, and it's the perfect kind of
What's the difference
caramel
between
and
a Rolo
chocolate.
and a Toblerone?
That's got like some sort of nut or something in there.
Like
and
hazelnut?
they're fancier. So whatever. But no, I don't know. I don't know. But Rolo and Reese Cups.
Oh, no. You remember my stance.
What? You like Reese's Pieces?
Yes.
You do not. Oh, Brad. Yeah. Oh, this is gonna start a whole nother thing off.
Okay. I'm gonna ask.
Take it away.
So I'm a fan of Reese's. I'm a fan of peanut butter. You guys know this. I've been talking about Baby Ruth and Payday and Butterfinger. When they invented the Reese's egg, drop the mic. A Reese's egg, the ratio of peanut butter it's not all peanut butter, but whatever, peanut butter mixture exponentially increases versus the chocolate, and it took it through the roof for me.
Right.
The Reese's cup, for a chocolate lover, I'm not a chocolate lover.
I like the cup. I like them both.
You're a chocolate lover. The Reese's
lover.
cup has got the crunch around the outside. I always like the inside of the Reese's cup, which is basically like the Reese's
Just the peanut
egg,
part.
except the Reese's egg is like twice as thick.
But I know.
So by far, and then during Easter they have the Reese's bunny as well.
Yeah.
And in Halloween they have the pumpkin.
Yep.
So
Keith, I agree. Rolos do not qualify as candy bars.
If you're a Reese's fan.
Yes.
Or if you're kind of on the border and you're like, I don't really like the outside of the
Who
Reese's
doesn't
cup.
like
I like
a
the
Reese's?
inside.
Who doesn't like it?
Go
Please
get a
tell
Reese's
me,
egg.
if you honestly do not like a Reese's and it's not an allergy issue, I would love to hear.
There are people, Dermot.
Who?
Dermot hates peanut butter.
People that we know in real life, not somebody on the Tri-Channel.
Tri-Channel, by the way.
Tri-Channel is the best.
Yeah.
No, my sister's the same way. I know people that like at the moment the Reese's pumpkins are out or whatever.
There's like a commercial where the guy eats the center out.
No, I'm just saying, like,
we used
to do this. Whenever I would see, like, the Reese's pumpkins or the Reese's eggs or the Reese's trees, I'd always get us one. And Kroger would always have, like, buy two, get one free. So then we'd have an extra one and we'd have to just figure out what to do with it. I would probably eat it.
White chocolate egg. Reese's egg.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
It's so funny to me that you like white chocolate. It doesn't seem like you should like that,
and
but
Christmas
you do.
trees, T-Hubs. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm completely with you guys.
Toblerone. I can't even say it.
Toblerone.
Tolbarone.
Oreo
so what
Thins,
is in a Toblerone?
Kevin, Oreo Thins. Oh, dude, I saw Gary V.
I agree. The Reese's Christmas trees and bunnies have different filling. It's not as flaky. It's a little bit creamier.
I'd agree with that.
Than the cups. But I still like the cups.
There's a thing. I follow Gary V. He is a kind of internet marketer kind of dude.
Yeah.
He had this thing where he is doing flash, or not flash, but like pop question, overrated, underrated. And so he's like,
Gary V does?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're like, TikTok, highly underrated,
Okay.
Like
I
what
could
it
see
was.
that.
Yeah. So I forget what was overrated. But anyway, I think Oreo Thins, completely overrated. Horrible. Remember we had those?
Yes, people are in here talking about how much they love Oreo Thins.
No.
Yes, Oreo Thins are the best.
Overrated.
There were a couple different Oreo Thins.
Reese's
Anyone tried
peanut
Oreo
butter
Thins?
cups.
Raisinets. I loved Raisinets.
That was like when you got those for Halloween.
I know,
and
but
you were like so
there's
pissed.
something about the chocolate
Raisinets?
coating that's like disturbingly good, even though it's got like the film on it.
No.
But no, Oreo Thins are good. I will give them that. I will give them their moment in the sun. However, it's not a good economical choice. Like if you're going to buy what?
Matt Powell, thank you for recognizing the cabinets. We had a whole discussion before you came.
Now we're just talking about candy.
That's why he says, I refuse to talk about candy until you recognize that I have seen the cabinets. Thank you, Matt.
Now listen, I like the Oreo thins, but you're paying more for less cookie.
Okay.
And if it's going to be that, I would rather just do a mint Oreo. The mint Oreos are like a double stuff.
Katie made a comment and it went into review.
What was it?
It said death to candy corn. It was like, this comment's held for review.
Katie making threats.
Katie, listen. First of all,
my gosh,
you're wrong. Candy corn, highly underrated. Pumpkins, even more underrated.
Candy cone is gross.
Candy cone?
Candy cone.
Candy cone.
No, but have you done the thing where you have, I'm sure everyone has, where you have a couple peanuts with the candy corn to make it taste like a Baby Ruth? No, Payday?
Tastes like amazing.
Something.
Yeah. Get a handful of peanuts, handful of candy corn.
Yeah. We don't tend to have that in our house because we have peanut allergies, but yeah.
All right. I feel like the last 2 lives have just backslid into candy talk, but it's fine. It's fine. Fix this, eat that. Yeah. That's right, Adrian.
You just got fired. Why did you get
Junior
fired?
Mints. York Peckermint.
What did you just say? York, no, Junior Mints? I like Junior Mints.
I was going to go into the mint area.
Yes.
And I was saying
do
Yorkies.
You like?
We call them Yorkies in our house because my daughter called them Yorkies.
She calls them Yorkies, and it's
so cute.
Still adorable. She's like, can I have a Yorkie?
Full-size
but like,
Yorks,
you can have anything you want.
Full-size Yorks, underrated.
Yeah, agreed.
Junior Mints,
and
overrated.
it's like a healthier choice. If you're going to have a candy, you want something sweet.
Because you can take like little bites of it too.
It's also just like a third the fat as like other stuff. Same thing with Three Musketeers, which is maybe part of the reason why I like them, but I also just like them.
I don't know.
It's a lot lighter.
All right. I think...
Let's do cereals next week.
We're
so boring with cereals.
Well, yeah.
I feel like there's all these new ones that we haven't had.
But it's not like we have candy bars in the house, and we just had a whole conversation on candy bars.
But have you had all the newfangled cereals?
What's a newfangled cereal?
I don't know, like the Oreo. Isn't there like an Oreo cereal and...
Oh, the Chips Ahoy. We had the Chips Ahoy cereal.
Did we?
You got it for the kids one time.
I got them Chips Ahoy cereal?
Yes, you did.
Wow, I don't remember that.
All right, next week, remind us, we will talk about cereals. And until then, by the way, I want to, for the few of you left, I know there's not very many here left, which is great because you guys are the diehards. I love it.
Yes.
There was a 45 to 60 second segment of the video.
Oh, gosh.
That unfortunately was deleted.
Axed at the last minute.
I was literally exporting. I was exporting the video. Scott, I did tell you this story. Scott's our editor, by the way. I was exporting, and Susan walks into the office where I spend the majority of my life.
Right.
I'm at the computer.
I visit him there.
It's exporting, and she's like, I don't know if you said anything or if you just held it up.
I think I bring bad news, or I was like.
She's like, holds up this shirt. So we've been talking about merch, new shirts, and I've like locked in everything, and I had these mistakes were made shirts.
They look cool.
I feel like it's apropos though.
It is apropos.
People should feel like,
I feel like
it's appropriate. After the first wash, like half the letter's washed off.
I mean, I walk in, I was doing laundry.
I was like, are you kidding
I'm doing the glamorous job of laundry, and I pull it out of the dryer, and I was like, wait a minute.
And it was just like.
This is crazy.
You could still kind of read it.
No, like you could read it. It was just one more wash and dry, though. It would be gone.
But I feel like that is the best mistakes were made shirt. Like mistakes were made, and it's just like.
In the printing of the shirt.
It's like gone.
Yes, yeah.
And so I had a whole thing where I was like debuting the shirt. So in the video, you'll actually see me wearing a mistakes were made shirt. Pre-washing, and then because I had like messed up, and then I pulled the shirt out, and I was like, I am not happy about that. So I don't know what's gonna happen. We're washing the other shirts, but I still feel like that could be a really funny shirt. Be like, mistakes were made, they wash it, and the letters go away.
Designable says Susan walks in with a bag of candy corn and a Mountain Dew. I should have brought him a Diet Mountain Dew. And like a mountain of marshmallows or something just to ease the pain.
It
But at least we discovered before the video went out.
I literally was,
because he was like plugging it.
It was rendering. I was like moments away from uploading.
But it was kind of refreshing that for once it was not us. Like it was like kind of outside
and
of
we
our
were ahead
control.
of it, so it wasn't like after the fact. So anyway, new merch. We'll see what happens.
We're getting it worked out.
Super. I know everybody's gonna be like, bunker branding. I told you. I know. I realize that.
There's already been whole discussions on here about cereals.
Perfect.
By the way.
Perfect. Well, I haven't read any of them, so I'll wait until
half of these I haven't had though.
I'll wait till next week.
I've not had blueberry. I feel like, you know what? Maybe we need to eat some sugary cereal this week in preparation. Although that would defeat the purpose of me eating healthy, so probably.
All right, guys. As always, we have enjoyed hanging out with you guys.
We have.
And we look forward to next Sunday, hanging out some more. I'm not even... I almost went there. I almost started talking about video schedule. I'm not even talking about the next thing.
We have ideas.
The next thing we are working on is the vanity for the bathroom,
and we don't know.
And that will be the next video. And I'll leave it at that.
Right.
And that way I won't jinx myself.
Yep.
So anyway, we'll catch you guys next Sunday. And for all the Builders Club folks, we'll catch you in the update over there in Patreon or on the.
The update this week is just going to be Brad eating like a huge bowl of Fruity Pebbles or something.
I might be like, hey, update.
Testing out the cereal, doing research.
Junior Mint's still overrated. All right, cool.
Overrated?
All right, guys. We have to end it on that.
All right.
Y'all have a great week. Get out there, build something awesome this week, and we'll see you guys next Sunday.
Bye.
See ya.
Overrated?
Overrated.